Hey, Drops of Juniper. So it's Taryn here, and today we're going to be talking about what an essential oils class looks like. The term class has kind of gotten a little intimidating. So, like, I've gone to the word gathering or like a essential oils hangout or something like that. Because a class kind of makes it seem like you need to have 20 people over, have like snacks, appetizers, fucking drinks, and then just like put on this big lecture or something like that. But it doesn't have to be that way. And in fact, I actually recommend not doing it that way. Because one, it's just kind of like intimidating, and two, it's not really duplicatable. So if like anybody really loves essential oils and wants to share about them, they're gonna think that they have to do it in the same way that they learned about essential oils. So if they learn about it at some big extravagant event or something, they're gonna think that they need to host some big extravagant event to teach about it, and that's just not the case. So sometimes simple is better, and especially in this case. So like, I have the most success honestly with one-on-ones, or just a couple friends coming over. So I really recommend class sizes to be around 5 people or less, honestly. And they don't always have to be at your house either. I mean, it's great to just kind of put your product out on the coffee table, but if you don't have like a space or like great times, where like the house is available and things like that, and it just doesn't work, and it's stressing you out, just don't go that avenue. Don't do things that stress you out. So, bring your top 5 essential oils to the coffee shop with you and meet with a friend at the coffee shop. Or go on a nature walk even. Bring a little over-the-shoulder purse or a fanny pack. Fanny packs are not out of style yet, guys. I have a few. So put your essential oils in your little fanny pack and go on a little nature walk with your friend. And then you're not even spending any money. It can be really easy. So I recommend, 5 essential oils, or you can go through the entire starter kit as well. But I know when you're first starting off sharing about oils, the entire starter kit, it was overwhelming for me at least to think that I had to be an expert on all 12 oils, because each oil is so complex and has so many things it can do, so it's just it's overwhelming. And Young Living has the largest selection of essential oils on the market, so it is overwhelming. So just pick your top 5 favorite. If you want to pick 5 from the starter kit, that's great. If not, Young Living's got the new subscribe to save, so really just pick your top 5 favorite essential oils. And you'll find out your favorite as you go along. If you're just starting off, really just start using your essential oils and start to create testimonies for yourself. And if you don't create any profound testimonies, you don't need profound testimonies. I know when I first started, I would hear everybody's story about, just a life transformation, they're on medications or just severe health issues or just something crazy. And then that was their story, and I was like, okay, well, I like to do DIYs, and essential oils make me feel bougie and they make my house smell nice, but I was like, cool, I don't have a crazy story, but I just started using my essential oils and really educating myself about just picking, if it is overwhelming, pick 1 oil a day or 1 oil a week or something, and just learn about that oil each day of the week. Diffuse it every single day, use it every single day, and you'll eventually learn, your favorite oils. But as I just started using my oils, I started creating my own testimonies, and they seemed little to me at the time, but they're not that little. Peppermint here. Peppermint was actually the first oil that made me believe in aromatherapy. So when I first started using essential oils, I was in school at the time, online school at Gateway, and I was having trouble reading through textbooks. I've always had troubles with reading comprehension, and I was just rereading it. I was trying to take notes while reading it and do everything, all the strategies, and just nothing was really working, and I was just getting so frustrated. But then I heard that peppermint was good for focus, So I diffused peppermint while I was reading, and I was actually able to just comprehend what I was reading. And like looking back now, that was life transformation or life transforming at the time for me. Like it saved me so much time and just frustration and everything. So I mean, it is, those little things really are big things, and they can really help people. Also, peppermint I use for headaches. Whenever I feel a little headache coming on, I've got a peppermint roller that I put on my temples here, rub along the back side of my neck, on the tops of the shoulders, and just a little tingle feels so nice. And it usually, my headache will just like not, if I put it on soon enough, it doesn't come. So that's great. Also, peppermint's good for digestion too. If you eat a little too much, put a little bit in a capsule, swallow it, or just rub a little on the tummy too. But while you're going through your essential oils, just like open up the lid, smell it, and have everybody else smell it. Just tell your little story about the essential oil, what you know about it. And you don't have to use only your stories too. You can use other people's stories as long as you know that person and you know that the story is genuine, of course. But you can use other people's stories too. Like one of my favorite stories to tell about Lavender is our upline Holly. When she had the newborn baby, like she tried everything under the sun to get the baby to sleep, and just no luck. Finally came across Lavender, started diffusing Lavender, and that worked like a charm. So and it's just, so using other people's stories, and then also like popular oils, especially like peppermint or lavender, like lemon, things like that. Everybody's heard of those before. So while you're passing it around to everybody's sniffing. If you kind of get done with your little spiel, you can be like, I'm sure you guys have heard of peppermint before. Like, what stories do you guys have on peppermint? Like, has anybody used peppermint essential oil before? Has anybody used peppermint tea or anything like that for anything? So, and just hearing other people's stories, it makes it seem like you're not just lecturing and it's not just you talking. And then when you hear other people's stories too, then you can just interact with them and learn about everybody else who's there, and it just becomes a really neat experience. But yeah, and then at the end, of course, when you get done going through your oils, you want to ask like if anybody's got any questions, and then you do want to let people know that they can get their essential oils from you. Now you can talk about like the Subscribe to Save program, and I would also honestly talk about the essential oils kit too. If you pick all oils that are in the oils kit, you can just say, and all these actually come for a really great price if you get the kit. Then it comes with the diffuser as well. But don't overdo it, don't overthink it, just be easy about it. And then I'm looking through my notes to see if there's anything else I want to say. And the last thing in my notes that I have written down here is just that this business is for you and it's for no one else. So as long as you're sharing authentically and you know your true purpose on the inside, then do not feel bad for sharing. Like literally, once you hear the stories that people come back to you with, and they come back and say like, whoa, Taryn, I literally struggled with reading comprehension my entire life too. I tried peppermint, and girl, I'm so thankful that you told me about peppermint. I don't know what I would do without it now. That feeling, guys, that feeling is priceless when people come back and say that to you. So, the only way that you're going to feel salesy is if you feel salesy. It's all in your mindset, your body language, everything. It comes out, and people read that energy. So if you change your mindset about it, then the way that people will respond will change as well. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys, and that's all I got for you. So stay groovy.